All right, Dr. Eric Wallace, physical therapist, owner of Modus RX Physical Therapy here. Titleist Performance Institute certified medical practitioner. What we're going to do today is go through part 2 of our posture series, as well as kind of tie in with another way to add some distance off the tee box. All right, so 2 birds with 1 drill here, basically. Last time in the series for posture, for golf posture, we talked a lot about C posture. Quick review is basically an exaggeration as that. So the spine literally takes the curve of a C. Today we're going to talk about the other end of the spectrum. The opposite extreme is S posture. Okay? Something that I probably typically tend to deal with a little bit more is more of this kind of a little tough to mimic, but you'll see a hollow or an arch in the low back, and the tail really kind of sticks out. And then a little bit of still that upper curve, but just not as exaggerated in the C posture. So one of the best ways to see if you can cue yourself out of that S posture, okay, if you feel like you're having low back pain while you swing, or you somehow have somebody assess this for you, that you're having more of this S type of a posture here, take your club, run it down the length of the spine, head to tailbone, and then basically, without the tailbone leaving the club, just try to flatten that lower back into the club a little bit more, okay? So here's maybe where I'm standing naturally or just out of habit, all right? So take your club and just try to start working on reversing that S posture or breaking out of that S posture a little bit. Nothing crazy, by flattening the back without the tailbone leaving the club, okay? It's one thing to do this, right, and that's probably an exaggeration or too much correction, overcorrection. But if I'm here, all I want to do is just bring it there. Okay, that's going to serve 2 purposes. It's going to help me rotate around a much more neutral lumbar spine. So in a certain way, it might kind of free up my mid-back and my shoulders to turn a little bit freer, all while keeping more of a neutral spine. And then, because I'm engaging my core muscles in order to flatten that spine out a little bit, you almost have to engage the core muscles to do that. What that's going to do is that's actually going to help me kind of prime my core muscles and set the tone for the rest of the swing, okay? So that drill is going to help you reverse the S posture from the low back. But it's also a great way to start to add some distance to your shots by naturally priming your core muscles before you swing, okay? So if you don't know how to maybe brace the core, or some people will tell you to draw your belly button to your spine, those are all sometimes challenging things to figure out, especially in the golf posture. One of the things that you can do is the same drill where you're here, and you just focus on what does it feel like to actually engage those core muscles a little bit before I swing. So you're keeping that type of a feeling and then going through your swing. So believe it or not, if we measured on a club speed radar, a lot of people will make changes in their club speed just by bracing that core slightly prior to swinging, okay? It's a little bit unnatural, so it's certainly something that I would start to practice. I wouldn't go out and just figure when you play 18 this weekend that all of a sudden you're going to add 15 yards by doing that. But if you start incorporating it into your practice, into your warm-up, it may become more of that natural, inherent priming of the core muscles so that you can stay over the ball and get the club back to the ball with some better power and better efficiency. Okay? So, a little bit of two birds with 1 drill there, but talking a little bit about how to break out of the S posture in a self-cueing kind of way. All right? And then giving you a drill to maybe add some distance. 5 yards in 5 minutes is kind of what we're talking about here. So don't be surprised if you get comfortable doing that, you are able to actually hit the ball a little bit farther. Now the last thing I'll say is if you struggle with the S posture correction, let's say you really, really cannot figure this out, or you're just struggling on your own to understand what that feels like, then that would be a time for you to maybe get this evaluated, especially if you're having low back pain, to see if that's something that your body just physically isn't able to do, or you need some help programming it and kind of motor controlling it, basically. So that's the deal for today. I appreciate you watching. I hope this helps. Get some yardage on that drive with a very simple tool. And then if you're having low back pain or you're feeling like your swing is not as efficient as it should be, that S posture is a potential for you. And if you've had that evaluated by somebody and they deem that's what you have, this is a great place to start working out of that. Dr. Eric Wallace, physical therapist, Titleist Performance Institute certified practitioner. Have a great day.